One Punch Man, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10-kilometer run, every single day. I've seen hundreds of people try this challenge. Most quit by day 3, some hurt themselves. But here's what nobody tells you. Saitama's workout isn't the problem. It's that people are copying the routine without understanding what it was designed to do. And once I understood that, I found something way more useful. I've been training for 2 years. I'm not a gym bro. I'm a nerd who watches anime, follows the fitness science, and spent 30 days testing what actually works from anime training philosophy. Not cosplay, not clickbait. Actual training principles extracted from Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and One Punch Man. Filtered through real exercise science, and applied to a routine that a regular person can actually run. Here's what happened. But first, let me tell you the real reason anime characters get so strong. It's not the training volume. It's not the dramatic transformation sequences. It's a principle that elite athletes use and most beginners completely ignore. And once I built my routine around it, everything clicked. Let's get into it. Every single anime training arc follows the same structure, and it maps directly to real exercise science. The hero starts with a baseline. They hit a wall. They increase the difficulty dramatically. They adapt. They reach a new baseline. In exercise science, this is called progressive overload. The principle that your body only gets stronger when it's consistently asked to do slightly more than it currently can handle. The difference in anime is, the stakes are always high. There's always a reason to push past the comfort zone. A villain that can't be beaten at the current power level. A friend who needs saving. Real people don't have that. We have a gym in a strip mall and a comfortable couch. So the actual training question isn't, what routine do anime characters follow? It's, how do I manufacture the progressive overload and the psychological drive to push past my current limit? That's the real answer to anime-style training, not the volume, the escalation. And I'm going to give you both. Let's go through 3 anime training systems and what's actually useful about each. First, Goku and Dragon Ball Z. The philosophy is volume and gravity. Goku trains in 100x gravity. He never stops. The rest between training is minimal. The useful principle, frequency wins over intensity. Goku trains every single day. Not hard every day, but moving every day. In real life, daily movement, even 20 minutes, beats 4 intense sessions that leave you broken on the couch for 3 days. Second, Naruto. The philosophy is repetition until mastery. Naruto runs the same jutsu thousands of times until it's automatic. He builds physical-based skills, stamina, speed, endurance, as the foundation before adding power. The useful principle, master the fundamentals before you optimize. Most beginners jump to complex movements before they own the basics. Bodyweight mastery, push-ups, squats, lunges, rows, is the foundation everything else builds on. Third, One Punch Man, Saitama. The philosophy is absurd volume with zero ego. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10K run, 3 years, no special diet, no equipment, no days off. The useful principle, consistency over time creates results that feel like superpowers to people who weren't consistent. Saitama didn't get strong because his workout was optimal. He got strong because he did it every single day for 3 years without quitting. The workout matters less than the discipline. Now I'm going to give you the actual routine I built from these 3 principles. But there's something I need to warn you about first. Because when most people try anime-inspired training, they make one specific mistake that guarantees they'll quit within 2 weeks. And it's not the one you think. The mistake is starting at anime volume. Saitama's workout is not a beginner routine. It's an endgame routine being presented as the origin story. 100 push-ups a day sounds achievable. If you can currently do 20 clean push-ups, 100 will destroy you. You'll be too sore to train the next day. Your form will collapse. You'll get injured or discouraged, probably both. The actual progressive approach, rooted in the same principle Goku uses, is to start at your current limit and add small increments over time. Here's what that looks like in practice. Start with what you can do well, not what looks impressive, what you can complete with good form. If that's 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 sit-ups, and a 1 kilometer walk, that's your day 1. Write it down. Week 2, add 1 rep to each exercise, or add 200 meters to the walk. Week 4, add another rep, or add a variation. Push-ups become wide grip push-ups. Squats become jump squats for 1 set. This is progressive overload. This is how anime characters actually train, the part the training montages skip. The gradual escalation over months and years before the dramatic power-up. Your first 30 days should feel almost too easy. Because the goal in 30 days isn't transformation, it's automation. Building the habit so that training becomes as automatic as brushing your teeth. Here's the exact routine I ran. Days 1 through 10, foundation phase. Every day, 3 sets of max push-ups, stopping 2 reps short of failure. 3 sets of bodyweight squats, 15 reps. 3 sets of sit-ups, 20 reps. 20-minute walk or light jog. Rest 90 seconds between sets. No shortcuts. Days 11 through 20, volume increase. Every day. Add 1 set to each exercise, now 4 sets. Increase the walk to 30 minutes or add a 1-kilometer run segment. Introduce 1 new movement. Dips if you have a chair or pike push-ups. Days 21 through 30, intensity increase. Every day. Replace 1 set of regular push-ups with a harder variation. Add 1 set of pull-ups or inverted rows if you have a bar or sturdy table. 30-minute run at conversational pace. No sprinting, just volume. At the end of 30 days, I could do 35 clean push-ups from a starting point of 16. My resting heart rate dropped 5 beats per minute. I lost 4 pounds without changing my diet. Not Saitama numbers, but real trackable progress. In 30 days. Now here's the thing I haven't told you yet. The piece of anime training philosophy that is almost never talked about in fitness content, because it's not physical. It's the reason anime characters can push past the limit when normal people quit. And for nerds especially, this is the actual hack. Every anime protagonist has an inner monologue during their hardest training moments. They don't just suffer, they narrate. They remind themselves why they're doing it. They connect the current pain to the future version of themselves. They talk to themselves with belief in the outcome. In psychology, this is called implementation intention combined with motivational self-talk. Studies show that athletes who narrate their effort during difficulty, literally talking themselves through it, outperform silent counterparts in sustained effort tasks. Naruto doesn't give up because he has a constant internal story running. I'm going to be Hokage. I'm going to protect everyone. I won't give up. You need that story too. And it doesn't have to be dramatic. Mine was simple. This is my daily quest. Non-negotiable. Like a login streak I refuse to break. Think of it like a game mechanic. In every RPG you've ever played, your character doesn't feel motivated to level up. They just do the work and the XP accumulates. You show up, you grind, the stats go up. That's the frame that actually works for people like us. Replace I have to work out with I'm grinding my stats today. Replace I'm tired with low energy day, lighter session, but the streak stays alive. The anime characters you watch don't rely on hype to show up. They have a system, a routine, a streak they protect. That's the real secret, and it translates perfectly to how nerds already think. You've been watching anime your whole life. You know exactly what a training arc looks like. The hero starts weak, they grind, they hit a wall, they push through. The stats go up. You've watched this play out in every show you love. Here's the thing. That's not just storytelling. That's literally how muscle adaptation works. You are the protagonist of your own training arc. Saitama didn't start with 100 clean push-ups. He started at whatever number he could actually do. And he logged it, every day, until the reps added up to something he didn't recognize anymore. That's your actual cheat code. Not genetics, not equipment, not the perfect routine. Daily reps logged, streak protected, stats going up. Your training arc has already started. Whether you're on day 1 or day 30, you're in it. Keep the streak alive. Okay, here's exactly what to do right now. Pick your baseline, the number of push-ups, squats, and sit-ups you can do with good form without destroying yourself. That number is your day 1 goal. Write it down, do it tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. Don't add anything for 2 weeks. Build the habit first. Add volume in week 3. If you want the full structured routine I used, it's written out in the description, free. 30 days, laid out by week, with the progressive additions included. Download it. Print it if you're a pen and paper person. Start tomorrow. Subscribe if you want to see what happens next. I'm currently in month 4 of this training approach. The progress from month 1 to now is genuinely shocking to me. I've got a video coming on the exact supplement stack I added at month 2. Why creatine changed everything, what I added for sleep, and the one thing I wish I'd known in month 1. It'll be up next week. Until then, go start your training arc. Your future self is waiting.